Hello friends, is Canadian drinking water, tap water, safe for you to drink? Is it good? Well, I'm going to talk about this. So first of all, I'm going to talk about my city of Saskatoon and the province of Saskatchewan. I cannot tell you about all the different cities in Canada. So the tap water we're using, for example, we use a filter system just to make the water cleaner, and many places it is advised to use a filter. So here's the problem. First of all, there's a lot of calcium in the water here. So every time we're cooking water, you can see deposits on the floor. So we have to clean it again and again. But if there's too much calcium, that means there will be too much calcium in the body as well. Even worse is the chlorine. In North America, that includes the United States as well, there's too much use of chlorine. For example, I know in America, but here as well, I believe so, companies use, for example, with chicken. They're producing chicken, and then when they're producing the chicken, they have to clean them up correctly. In Europe, there's a standard of that everything has to be completely clean. In North America, what they do is they take the chicken and then bathe it into chlorine. Then I think they clean it up with water a little bit. But the chlorine is there to really kill all the bacteria. However, now the chicken has all the chlorine and you're gonna consume it. For example, in the EU, it's forbidden to do this. It's against the law. If a company is caught with doing this, they get serious trouble. But here it's allowed and it's standard actually how to do it. So that means there's more chlorine in the water, in the groundwater, everywhere, unfortunately. And it's difficult to, like at home, you cannot really get it out unless you have really lots of money. Then you can maybe buy some really expensive filter systems. We are not rich, so we can't buy them. The other thing is as well, lead. So many of Canada's water systems, schools, buildings and such, they're unfortunately old. So they have even lead pipelines or other toxic materials that, as long as they are not dangerous, they are not taken care of, so they're not being putting out. Some schools still have like some of those things in their schools inside in the building, and they're only being taken out once there's enough money or there's enough reason or push by the public to really do it. Very unfortunate situation. And for example, Germany, where I'm from, has the cleanest tap water in the entire world. And for Germany, it's like, it's a given. And they said, like the government many times again, that the drinking water, it's like the standard for cooking, for everything. Like it begins with it. So if this is not clean, how can you have clean food and other things? Here in my city, I believe it is like this. Please don't sue me. I'm not rich enough for a lawyer. But I believe it was like this, that again, I believe it is like this, that I read that the city here said babies and small children should not drink the tap water because it might affect their health negatively. So the city is saying right away, hey, babies and small children should not drink the tap water. I think that's for me a red sign, and that shouldn't be in one of the absolutely richest countries in the world. And I believe if it is not good for baby or small child, for me as an adult, it's not good as well, and it shouldn't be like this. And really, like, I don't want to bash Canada. I said it again and again. I love Canada. It's beautiful. People are amazing. I am thankful and grateful to Canada that they took me in and my family. But there should be some standards that should be more upheld. And Canada does have some problems with the water, especially if you ask First Nation people. In some of the reserves, they still do not have clean water, even though the government promised. Again and again, different government promised. It is easy said than done because Canada is vast, huge. But at the very least, we should have really clean, healthy water in our cities. I mean, I think everyone can agree with this. And I think maybe we should maybe use some of the tax money that we are collecting here, which is a lot, to really focus on the important things like clean water. Again, I love Canada, and I don't want anyone to say, like, for people who are thinking about coming to Canada, I just want to inform you there are a few things that you should know. At the end of the day, I'm happy, and me and my family, that we came to Canada. We are really grateful and we are happy to be here. But I do want to talk about some of the small things that should maybe improve. And I hope this was informational for you, and I see you on the next one. Goodbye.